Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, Music City, USA, and home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt, who hope today they will hit all of the right notes. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Cavaliers, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Commodores will boot it away to start the game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. First down here for the offense. The give to the back. 35, he's got room. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team.
And that pass is intercepted. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
Well, we knew coming into this one, this was an offense that wanted to come out, sling it around, but the timing is going to have to be a whole lot better. This defense has athletes who can close on the ball and make plays, and you saw it right there in that interception to open this game.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Fires to the big fella. Open space at the 25. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Nice move there. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play.
Touchdown Doors! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Cavaliers will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's running.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Looking for a huge play. Makes a connection. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Back to throw, it's Avant. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Now down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Looking to the end zone. Ball in the air, intercepted. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. The 20. Past the 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Cavaliers. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Ohio State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Troy Smith, and they're right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Charlotte. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Right down the middle. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Caught near the sticks. It's Prince. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Carter. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He'll toss it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Trying to get to it. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
He got it. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. On a little time, lets it go. Caught near the sideline, it's Massey. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. Running back searching for a hole. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Gonna take a shot. He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive.
Headed to the end zone, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Virginia! Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. Fair catch, called for and made. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do.
And the ball is picked off. Bringing it back. Running inside the 20. He'll go out of bounds at the 4-yard line, and he almost had a pick 6.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And the offense is out on the field with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Tries again to get it in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
Quarterback now breaking the field. Going for 6. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
We've just seen in this game, the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
Finds his man. It's Prince. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
First down, Commodore.
Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Wants to throw. It's Avant. They're trying to get to him. Makes the grab on the left. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Got him downfield. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. And the Commodores will hustle to the line. Trying to find his man on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Bargava. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Grab near the sticks. It's Coles. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. It's complete, and he will score! Touchdown, Commodores! Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like...
And the quarterback is knocked down back to the 13.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward. But let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
Running it to the right. Fights off a defender. Across the 25, he's got room. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And now about this lower intestinal fortitude. 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position.
Unleashes one deep. And it's caught! Touchdown, Vandy!
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who can score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cook. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll leave it with the lone back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Cavaliers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And heading out to go on the attack. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel right because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Pressure coming. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Commodores will send out the punt unit. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He unleashes a long one. And he's got it inside the 35. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cavaliers. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arkansas State is getting handled right now at home. Someone needs to step in here, throw in the towel, and stop this fight. They're trailing by 18 to Memphis. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Avant. He finds his man. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Loss of 4. Brings up 2nd down.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Looking for space. It's Carter. Still on his feet at the 45. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners, and he kicked it in here and got the long touchdown.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
Power football with the run. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Allen. And they swarm him under.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in passing.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He's got it. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Cavaliers have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Cavaliers are rolling down the field. They're getting this guy lathered up. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Listen, his team's obviously down in this game, but it's not his fault. I mean, this guy showed up to play. He's been churning out big play after big play. Already over 100 yards rushing in this game. He's carrying his weight. He needs his buddies around him now to pick.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. A big play for the defense with the 1st down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now 3rd down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
Get it out on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that 1st down marker.
And I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the 1st down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
They'll play it safe and try for 3. No good. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit. Still a 10-point game. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Avant. Throws to the wideout. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return to that small change. They take over at the 43.
Listen, the enemy is the clock, right? You're down by 2 scores. You got to make something happen. Really, really good job by the defense, forcing the turnover, getting the ball back to your offense. Now you...
Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires it down the seam. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Commodores will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right now.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on out.
Now on 2nd down after the good 1st down run. Now they'll run it to the right here. At the 40, there he goes. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get 1st downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the 1st down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Quickly out to the tight end. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Quick completion to the right.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Forced down in the pocket. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. When a defense gets a sack, you know what they want? Another sack. 3rd down coming. He wants it all. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
The give as they work on that clock. And the Commodores have a first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Offense working from the pistol. The give to the back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Picks up 1. Brings up 2nd down. Okay, ready?
Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The give to the tailback. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. He'll keep it himself. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it.
Got it.
Now on 2nd down.
Clear. Clear. Fire.
Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And you'd like to think this sophomore wouldn't make a habit of trying to force passes into double coverage like that.
The defense is up against it now, man. You're playing on the road. It's a hostile environment. It's late in the game. Someone's got to step up and make a play. Nice job there knocking that one down for the incompletion.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.